Have you ever wondered about the one time an African army defeated a European power during the scramble for Africa? Welcome to a tale that's often overlooked, the Battle of Adwa. A moment in history when Ethiopia, standing tall against Italy, flipped the narrative of the colonial era. A rare victory, it was a testament to Ethiopia's resilience and strategic prowess. The stakes were high, the battle fierce, and the outcome, nothing short of extraordinary. Today we delve into the remarkable story of the Battle of Adwa. The roots of the Battle of Adwa lie in the ambitions of the Kingdom of Italy. Italy, a latecomer to the scramble for Africa, had set its sights on the Ethiopian Empire, one of the last independent nations on the continent. Eager to establish a foothold, Italy negotiated the Treaty of Wuchale with Ethiopia in 1889. But a misunderstanding soon sowed the seeds of conflict. The Italian version of the treaty placed Ethiopia under Italian protectorate, a claim strongly disputed by the Ethiopians, who maintained that their version of the treaty acknowledged them as a sovereign nation. This disagreement sparked a diplomatic crisis that eventually ignited the fuse of war. As tensions rose, Emperor Menelik II of Ethiopia began to mobilize his forces. He rallied his people, calling upon the unity of the empire to resist foreign domination. Meanwhile, General Oreste Baratieri, the commander of the Italian forces, was under immense pressure from Rome to secure a swift and decisive victory. He too began marshalling his troops, preparing them for the impending battle. The Ethiopian forces, a mix of seasoned warriors and ordinary citizens, armed with a fierce determination to protect their homeland, stood ready. On the opposing side, the Italian forces, bolstered by modern weaponry and a sense of imperial entitlement, awaited their orders. With both sides ready for battle, the stage was set for a confrontation that would echo through history. On the morning of March 1st, 1896, the hills of Adwa came alive with the sounds of battle. The Ethiopian forces, under the shrewd leadership of Emperor Menelik II, had been preparing for this moment. Aware of the Italian General Baratieri's plan to attack in the early hours, they stood ready, their hearts pounding with anticipation and resolve. As the day broke, the Italian forces moved forward, unaware they were marching into a carefully laid trap. Menelik had employed a strategy as old as warfare itself, feigning retreat to draw the enemy into a vulnerable position. The Italians took the bait, their confidence bolstered by the apparent retreat of the Ethiopian forces. However, the tables were about to turn. As the Italians pursued, Menelik's forces reappeared, their numbers far greater than the Italians had anticipated. The battle was ferocious, the Ethiopians fighting with a bravery and determination that stunned their adversaries. Meanwhile, General Baratieri made a series of grave mistakes. His forces were spread too thin, and he underestimated the strength and resolve of the Ethiopian soldiers. He ordered his men to engage in hand-to-hand combat, a fatal error considering the superior numbers and positioning of the Ethiopian forces. As the day wore on, the Italians found themselves surrounded and outnumbered. The Ethiopian forces, with their morale boosted by the visible disarray of their opponents, pressed on, their victory almost within reach. By late afternoon, the Italians were in full retreat. The bravery and strategy of Emperor Menelik II, combined with the mistakes of General Baratieri, had led to a significant Ethiopian victory. The battle had unfolded in a way few could have predicted, with the underdog emerging victorious. News of the defeat sent shockwaves through Europe. It was an unprecedented setback for the Italians, who had been confident of their superiority and certain of their victory. Against all odds, the Ethiopian forces had triumphed, marking a rare victory against European colonial ambitions. It was a day of reckoning, a day when the world was forced to acknowledge the strength and courage of a nation that refused to be subjugated. The Battle of Adwa was not just a military victory, but a beacon of hope for a continent under siege. This monumental clash marked a turning point in the history of Africa. Its aftermath sent shockwaves through the colonial powers of the time, shaking Italy's ambitions in Africa to their very core. In a world where the mighty European empires seemed invincible, the Ethiopian forces had shown a resilience and courage that astounded the world. This victory did not just boost Ethiopian morale, but it also served as a rallying cry for anti-colonial movements across Africa and beyond. The Battle of Adwa was a clear sign that the spirit of resistance was alive and strong. It breathed new life into the fight for independence, inspiring countless individuals to stand up against colonial rule. The Battle of Adwa, a testament to the courage and resilience of the Ethiopian forces, remains a shining symbol of resistance in the face of colonialism. So what can we take away from the story of the Battle of Adwa? The tale of a determined African nation standing tall, the grueling battle and the profound aftermath all underscore the importance of this historic event. The Battle of Adwa, a stirring reminder of the power of determination and unity, continues to resonate more than a century later. Historians and experts agree, the Battle of Adwa was a watershed moment in African history. It shattered the myth of European invincibility and inspired a wave of resistance against colonial rule across the continent.